Welcome viewers, Dr. J.W. Ayub. The intrusion and revelations of the census. Was the erasure deliberate? If Christianity and Judaism are disappearing from Australia's political conscience, one explanation is obvious. Society has changed. People stopped believing, institutions secularised, and census numbers followed. But what if that explanation is incomplete? What if some of the disappearance was not simply cultural decline, but the result of repeated political, bureaucratic, and institutional architecture that progressively pushed religious conscience from the centre of public life out to its margins, to its perimeters? The challenge is to distinguish natural decline from designed displacement. Did governments merely respond to a more secular population in the census form, or did legislation, administrative frameworks, institutional language, or the absence thereof, funding priorities, educational policy, and political sector norms actively accelerate the removal of Christianity and Judaism as recognised moral authorities within the nation of Australia? The census then becomes crucial because once religious identity is reduced to a demographic variable, declining numbers can be used to justify further political marginalisation. Fewer adherents equals less institutional weight, equals less consultation, equals less influence, equals further decline in public relevance. And that creates a potentially self-reinforcing cycle for the political architecture. But the accusation of deliberate erasure requires evidence. It's not enough to point to failing census numbers. The investigation must ask whether policymakers consciously sought to diminish Christian or Jewish influence, whether official documents reveal such intent, and whether comparable moral or ideological frameworks were elevated into their place. The severe question is no longer, are Christianity and Judaism disappearing? It is, who benefited from their disappearance? I'm going to say that again. Who benefited from removing Christian and Judaism from the primary list of religions? Who benefited from that? What was their motive and what did they expect to accomplish? And did anyone help make it happen? Well, of course they did. Somebody in there has done this on purpose, because demographic decline is one thing, but institutional removal is another. And if the evidence shows that Australia did move then more than merely record the decline of its former moral inheritance, its institutions actively participated in displacing it. And that makes the census situation then, it may not be more as simple as documenting erasure. It may be measuring the success of the erasure, because it's very clear that the political architecture in Australia is, whether it be overt or covert, in some way anti-Christian and anti-Judaistic. Maybe the political architecture is built on Christianophobia and Judaisticophobia. Let me challenge you with that, because something in this census, before it was even counted, just did not add up.